Alright then, just taking a quick look at Verasity on our daily time frame for another daily update on the channel. As always, before we begin, as you can see on screen, make sure you go down below and grab yourself some amazing deals from our partners. Tons of free money on offer, so sign up below and get involved with those today. As we can see then, Verasity here having a really nice reaction to this low actually over the past few days. But obviously if we take a look at Bitcoin, we can see that Bitcoin is absolutely scything to the downside right now. And this is largely just due to the Nasdaq pulling back. If you look at the Nasdaq here, you can see pretty clear that it's dumping the market. Very, very obvious. Very, very obvious move to the downside right now. As you can see yesterday, a huge move to the downside for the Nasdaq. You can see just having a bit of a pullback here. And as a result, that is dumping Bitcoin to the downside, I think, and continuing this dump to the downside for Bitcoin that we are seeing. You can see we're pretty clearly scything through some levels of support right now. This weekly fair value gap right now, that could have been a good support for Bitcoin, has been absolutely destroyed, as you can see. And really, as I said in previous videos, we are looking at very market maker sell model right now down to the low. You come up, you know, you got your buy side of the curve, you start selling off, you got your sell side of the curve, and then we just accelerate back to the sell side liquidity down here. As you can see, we are heading towards that now. We're really only $6,000 away from this sell side liquidity now for Bitcoin, and it seems quite likely that we'll probably go down to this area here. If I'm being completely honest, you can see obviously we've got no real support left. There's no fair value gaps down here that we can bounce at really, and it's looking like in terms of the Nasdaq dumping the market, it's pretty likely that we're going to be coming down here in my opinion. Come down into this area here. At the very least, I think we'll come down towards the 78k area. I think, to be honest, we'll head down to that low. And as a result, you can see, despite Verasity having a very good reaction to this liquidity being swept of this previous major swing low here. Is this on logarithmic? Yeah. You can see we got a pretty nice reaction at that low. But obviously, Bitcoin doing its best to drag the market down. You can see on the hourly here, we were having some good reactions. But with Bitcoin being so bearish right now, it's obviously dragging everything to the downside. Verasity already down a massive amount from trickling to the downside at the rest of the altcoin space. And right now we are just waiting to see how far the rot will go before Bitcoin starts to consolidate. Great entries for the long term. I am stacking up cryptos, especially cryptos like Dogecoin, which I think are going to go and hit $1 at some point. Very, very interesting times indeed. But right now, as you can see, a lot of cryptos just looking pretty sad, as you would expect. Verasity no exception. And Bitcoin, basically, we are waiting to see how far it's going to drop. Obviously, the traditional markets are dumping Bitcoin right now. There is a correlation between them when you do have everything selling off at once. And you can see really here, no targets apart from this low down at 74k. So very interesting times here for Bitcoin. Let's see what happens next. As always, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Please do like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Check back every day for daily updates and get some free money in the description below. Cheers.